Yep, again, as you can guess, another change in direction. It's amazing how much you look at the same issues, but there's always something else that just works out a little bit better. The O-ring idea looked great in principle. However, when it was I tried to put it in, the stretch on the metal, opening it up round about the outside, made it almost impossible to get a really nice crimp back down on the cylindrical nature of the rubber. So it looked rather horrid. So what I've done is, anyone that's done sheet metal will half appreciate, I've actually nicked some serrations round about the lip, flattened out a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to start bending these back over and crimping in that ring one bit at a time. Now, because it's stretched, we're going to have to compress it a little more than normal, but each time I do that with the plumber's pliers, as you see, I will get the two opposite tangs folded over, and what we'll notice when we do the next ones is they will overlap the one before, which is us taking out the extra bit of material from when we stretched it out, so we need to stretch out of that something I didn't account for to begin with. It's amazing how these little things just grow arms and legs. It's always very, very satisfying when you can find a really simple way to get around these problems. So let me nip up the rest of these, just in case I end up nipping a finger and cursing and things like that, and I'll come back and show you the end result. There we go. Crimped in, working as expected now. One thing I didn't consider is once this is done, if we crimp that any further in, we shouldn't because of the ring, but we might. However, the way these things are made, they've already given us a solution, because the bulbs, because they were replaceable without the switch, and the switch is replaceable without the bulb, you can actually unscrew these off. So as we go down, see the play gradually coming out. And if you just wanted to leave it a little bit of place so you can feel that the switch is doing something beforehand, and there's nothing to stop you fitting a washer and a spacer and just getting the feel that you like out of it. And so I think now we're getting to the point where it's time to look at refitting to the car. The switch in the top is easy enough. If I pick up one of these dash blocks, one of the many, I don't actually have any Chrysler cars. Lots of these dashboards. And locking a ring down the sleeve. Tool. Tighten up. Done. It is a little bit more difficult actually on the car. But as long as you actually realise what you have to do, or how it goes together, it makes fumbling about, even if you're doing it for the first time, a little bit easier. So there we go. That was a good one, and unlike the reputation that the guys that we could give me, I haven't actually hit anything with a hammer. Don't let that one. This is more or less ready to put this back in the car. The we can take the power, one of the tanks here, this can go to the motor, and because we actually have both ends of the tube for the washer, we can actually just mount the washer motor behind the dash as well. And it should be sufficient to draw from the bag. Certainly if we're sitting there pumping like that, we should be able to do it, plus Bob Picton's water jet should make a significant difference on what it needs to actually get the water into the right place on the screen. So now off to the car. Okay, here we go. This has installed the switch. And we will use this to piggyback the power for the switch. This will go to the motor. We already have the motor now installed here, and give me 2 minutes. I can obviously hold the camera and put the dash in at the same time, so I'll put the dash in it just now. There's nothing exciting in doing that. Then we'll give it a test. With Robert Picton's lovely washer jets. Back in a minute. And time for a final check. That's the dash back in. Stop this to put it back in. But look and feel. Okay, still to point the jets in the right place, but Bob's jet's doing very well there. That's enough for this evening, I think.